state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams of my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, swing the mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is redesigned. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Back again.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
They go play action now. Lawrence
out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Colin Johnson,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal. Lawrence. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Colin Johnson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Kaepernick. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete here.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Colin Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Kaepernick. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And now, well, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Here's a give to Etienne.
Dances by him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On play action, Lawrence.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars open the lead up to 34-0. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. To throw, Kaepernick. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Lawrence. He'll get that underneath to Etienne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play, as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Mike's 40. Mike's
They'll try to run with ETN. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by Lambo is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Focus, defense, focus.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. They'll find Williams on the slant. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's going to be a long day.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slant.
Now Kaepernick.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 3rd and 10. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw, Kaepernick.
He'll drop that down to Hubbard.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him. And hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'll have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. ETN once more. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. Caught right side. Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.